The new mission deck pack is out. Loads of people have already reviewed it. Me being a complete world champion, as you can see my amazing stats right in front of you on screen, you clearly want my opinion. Of course, I am being very sarcastic. I am utter garbage. But that is not the point. You probably want to go, what does this silly guy have to tell me that I do not already know? Well, you may not know what I know, which is my opinion. So I've got a video, I've put it together. This is me just kind of briefly going over the certain aspects of this deck, what I like, because I'm a casual player, so I look for things what excite me. Hopefully you take something from this, and if you don't, that's okay. Let me know in the comments below. So like I mentioned, I like the look of some of these twists. For someone who's very casual, likes a bit of story and flair to their games, I believe this adds a nice twist, I know, pardon the pun, to the games. Now, we've had them in previous mission decks, but I've kind of highlighted 3 I like, so of course you may like others. If you do, leave a comment and tell me which ones you like. So I think night fighting is really good, especially if you're playing at home. Each unit can only be the target of a range attack if the attacking model is within 18. And then designer note, this is a great twist for players who do not yet have a battlefield's worth of terrain. So let's say you're finally got a gaming mat, you only have a bit of terrain. Perfect, you can have friends over, have fun, and it could be quite a bloodbath if you've got close combat units, you just want to get in each other's face. So the night fighting one is kind of fun. Now, point blank, this could be stupid fun. Ranged weapons, including blast weapons, no, excluding blast weapons, have the pistol ability. So I went in there, guns blazing. This, once again, you're in combat, there's lots of shooty pew pew, a bloodbath. If you just want to have a game full of chaos and madness, I feel like this really adds some value. And then my third one I have picked, Bloodlust. A unit is eligible to charge if it is within 18 of 1 or more enemy units instead of 12. So you roll 3d6 instead of your 2 like your usual, you have 12 up to get into combat. This, once again, could be really fun for melee, however people say it, armies. I just think it adds another twist. I know, the twist and the mention of twist is so well timed. Adds another fun aspect to a kind of narrative fun game with friends, family, or people you've held captive and you just want them to play Warhammer with you. Those are like my 3 kind of, oh, I like these cards, so I'm including them in this video. As previously mentioned, I'm a big fan of these new challenger cards. I prefer them than gambits and secret missions. I'm not really going to cover the stratagems. Like, I think it's great, 0 CP, if it gives you like an advantage, well, not an advantage, because you're on the back foot using these cards, for one, because it's the player who has less points, gets to draw these cards, but it's a handy thing. But for me, it's the getting more points. Like, I always try to kill stuff, play to the game, but now and then I find I am losing the cusp on certain rounds by just a few points. So these really help. So I'm just highlighting some I like the look of today. So this one here, models in 2 or more units from your army made 1 or more attacks against the same enemy unit this turn, and models in that enemy unit lost 1 or more wounds as a result of any of those attacks. So 3 VP, focused effort, makes sense. Apologies for the amazing blur. And then once again, this one, your shooting phase, 1 unit from your army that is with more than 15 away from all other units from your army, immediately score 3 VP. So that's handy if you want to advance, run around and just get some free points. And then with my amazing camera angle and my studio set up, even though I'm filming this in my kitchen, as you can see with the orange glow light, end of your turn, 1 or more enemy units were destroyed this turn. Like, yeah, I think that's very straightforward. And then this one, 1 or more units from your army, excluding aircraft and battle shocked units, are within your opponent's deployment zone. So let's say you got a thing what deep strikes, and let's say a secondary mission is already like be in your opponent's deployment zone, you could technically be rewarded twice if you somehow pull this one and have that. So that's a fun one. And finally, I've picked this one as well. Your shooting phase. 1 unit from your army that is not within your deployment zone and is wholly within 9 of 1 or more battlefield edges. Easy. Once again, that is linked to another secondary mission where you just have to go on battlefield edges and you get points. So you get extra points for doing extra things. So yeah, overall these cards, I'm happy. Of course, there's more challenger cards, but I think for someone like me who is a pleb, it is a lot more encouraging because you feel like you can at least get some points and you feel like you're doing something instead of putting your hands up in the air and going, well, I guess I'll die. That's me. Like, I can't achieve anything. But at least with this, you feel like you're doing something. Even if you're losing, you're still scoring points, so you feel a bit better because you're still actively trying to get points. Because losing, like, I don't know, 79-22 feels a lot better if it's, let's say, I don't know, 79-44. Like, yeah, you're still lost, but if you can get all these little points and stuff and it adds up, it can sometimes turn a game or it makes the loss less painful. So yeah, I like these, and yes.